So today we're going to be doing a PowerPoint collab with Liz and some other people. Top 5 best Marcy's.
Yeah, top 5 best Marcy's.
Nice. Okay, so I'm looking at the right one.
Oh, Marcy!
Oh. Oh.
Please don't crash my OBS. It's okay, it didn't crash. Crashed! It crashed!
No! It's cool, it's cool,
Okay.
it's cool. We got it.
Let's keep going.
Phantom Marcy.
You can just use slideshow on. Yeah!
Oh! What a song.
Yeah! Oh my god! Holy
Amazing.
shit!
Oh shit!
Frog! Fuck you! It's
Oh
not
my,
Marcy!
oh my god, holy shit! Damn!
Oh,
Lettuce!
cat.
Oh,
That's so
yes!
funny.
Yeah. Wrong.
Wrong.
Sex!
Vine boom.
Someone hit the Vine Boom button.
True.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
kind of like
god.
a work of art.
It is.
Oh wow.
Gay!
Lesbians.
Good for them, good for them.
It's their wedding.
Is this the life cycle?
Oh,
Lost.
Is this lost?
I think this might be lost.
No!
Marcy!
Hey!
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Spin.
Dude, they're flipping.
I'm pogging.
He's looking at you.
She's looking at you.
Vine Boom sound effect!
Boom boom.
What do I do about this?
Me.
Holy shit. Is that Fern Guy? Five Nights at Freddy's? Who's next? Who wants to go next?
I love the silence right here. I love it. None of us like doing presentations. I love it.
Wiggly.
It's like high school all over again. I try to look as innocuous as possible, and the teacher's like, yeah, you seem about right. I made this literally in maybe 24 hours.
I made mine
So-
in like an hour. It's okay, Wiggly.
I was wondering, I was like, there's no way Jordan has the time.
No, I've been working overtime this week. I did it yesterday after stream 1 hour before
Yeah.
bed.
You ready for this? Settle down,
ready.
class.
Settle down, class. Our presentation's
Give me the-
about to begin.
Pokemon from Generation 4 that I could beat in a boxing match, a needlessly competitive PowerPoint by Wiggly. So the rules are very straightforward, pretty standard boxing rules. You can't kick, no knees, no headbutts, that's going to be important later. No claws, also important. No biting, also, you can see where this is going. You can clinch, which is pretty much when you wrap your arms around the opponent to kind of immobilize them. At that point, usually a referee will split you two up and you both have to walk back to your respective corners. You can kind of use that to get out of a pinch.
Ah.
You can't spit, you can't trip, it's like the bandages that you would wrap around your hands. Also going to be important later. Contestants have got to be wearing boxing gloves on their hands or on their talons if they're like a bird Pokemon. I'm going to allow that because otherwise, unfair eliminations. And we're going to say that the gloves have the same benefits as protective pads. So if someone has like a flame body ability, anyone can win if they knock the opponent down 1 time for 10 seconds, 3 times in the same round for any duration. That's not going to be important because I think these are all going to be very straightforward. And a draw can be achieved if both fighters knock each other out. A double KO, that's going to be important somewhat too.
I have a question in the chat real quick. Where's the Magnemite's boxing gloves or Voltorbs?
We'll see. We'll see on the next slide.
Let's see!
Disqualifications. I win by technicality against anyone who cannot wear boxing gloves properly or who cannot properly box even with gloves. Look in the middle row, middle section, you'll see Magnezone is there. Cannot wear boxing gloves, cannot punch properly. And if you want to say you could put boxing gloves on the magnets, then you're going to see in a future slide why that's not going to work either. If there are any questions or any complaints about anything I've put here, feel free to air them, but Turtwig, Grotle, Torterra, Shinx, Luxio, Luxray, Bastiodon, Shieldon, etc., anything that is quadrupedal, no. You can't. You can put boxing gloves on their front feet, ain't gonna work.
I'm just picturing the idea of like Dialga just like teleporting into the ring, and then you're like,
I'm like,
Is this kind of all their forms?
For Shaman specifically, Skyform.
What about Mammothrine's tusk? Can we put the boxing gloves on the
Nope.
tusks?
Nope, gotta be your
What
hands.
about-
Trust me, and that'll be relevant for the same reasons as Magnezone. Okay, we can probably go to the next slide because it'll explain some questions. Also, this means that my win rate is just about 40%. Disqualifications. I win by technicality against anyone whose hands possess or straight up just are features that could or should be considered a foreign object and or a weapon inside of their glove. Magnezone's magnets and Mammothrine's tusks would fall under this. But furthermore, I mean, Probopass can wear gloves. That's like having freaking rocks in your glove. No, not doing it. Lucario, Gabite, Garchomp, fucking spikes in their gloves. No,
Yeah, I'm
not doing
disqualified.
that.
I'm sorry.
Roserade is kind of almost wearing boxing gloves, but those things are full of thorns. No, we're not doing this. And Bronzong is basically like just having brass knuckles on inside your glove. No, we're not doing that. Brass knuckles are illegal in Canada. Fun fact. They can count as a too easily concealed weapon. Also, I have an almost 50% win rate just on disqualifications, and you know what we say? We take those. Fights I win because my opponent has tiny arms. So these ones can definitely put on gloves, but their arms are so tiny and small and bad that they probably aren't going to be able to get enough range. As I've written here, I can win by outranging these Pokemon with punches from my longer arms, my awesome long human arms, and easily avoiding their little punches, which brings my win rate to a nice 56% and means I can beat over half of the Pokemon in the Sinnoh region in a boxing match. I don't think there's anything super important to note here. Your arms are all small and tiny and bad. Any questions?
Nope. Sounds legit to me.
What if they just fly above you and just...
They gotta hit me. I can hit back. They may have wings, but we are on the same rules.
Fair.
Because my opponent has shitty arms. Some of my opponents have arms that are not small and nubby, but they're just shitty little noodle arms. Half competent defense means that I can wall these guys out and wear them down with my own hits.
I love the idea of just bullying Mime Jr.
Because it's shitty arms.
Special exception should be made for Mime Jr. almost because of its ability to mimic, right? That thing could, in theory, fight me to a standstill by just doing exactly what I do, but kind of in like a Link versus Shadow Link situation, I think I can win that one. For the most part as well, like their arms are just flappy. They're not doing anything with these. You'll notice Carnivine is not here. We'll get to Carnivine later. This brings my win rate to over 60%. So I'm doing pretty well for myself. I do say so myself.
I was just imagining Wiggly doing as a grown adult fighting a baby Mime Jr. Like, they're doing strings.
These are the Pokemon who can viably participate in a boxing match without being instantly DQ'd or just beaten completely soundly. So these are all, they can wear the boxing gloves. They can punch pretty decently.
I don't know about you, but I'm built different. I could beat most of these.
This is my list. This ain't your list. This is just Pokemon who can participate.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
So there's Carnivine in there, and we'll talk about Carnivine in a bit. But basically they can wear boxing gloves and they can punch properly and they can hit me.
How do you feel about your chances on Regigigas?
Next slide. So these contestants put up a decent fight, but they will lose very decisively. They could box somewhat properly, but I think given their stature or the estimation of their punching ability, I think I can win these. Now, as I've written, shoutouts to Cranidos and Yuxi, they have built-in headgear. You can't wear headgear in the ring generally. If both you and your opponent have headgear, sometimes an exception can be made, but most of the time, Glass Joe's return fight in Punch-Out when he has the headgear on.
Okay,
that's illegal. You can't have that.
Really?
Punch-Out has a lot of illegal. I almost made this about illegal things in Punch-Out.
You mean the game where the guy drinks a bottle of soda and then teleports over to you isn't legal in boxing?
Oh yeah, no kidding, right? There's a lot of infractions here too. Technically, I don't think I'm allowed to beat up animals, but don't mind that here.
I don't know if that's a rule for boxing or just a rule for life in general.
I think it's just both.
Chimchar could probably tear your arms off because it's a monkey.
Well, Chimchar is like a little baby monkey, but there are more monkeys we haven't covered yet. Chimchar could rip my face off, though. However, no face ripping is allowed because this is a boxing match.
I have to ask, so with 3 mythical Pokemon, they might seem like little babies, but they also have pretty decent attack power, especially Azelf. How you feel about that?
Well, okay, Azelf has what, 100 maybe? Yuxi has 60 or something. Mesprit has I think 80.
What's your stats?
Good question. 252 attack. I've maxed out. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Kranos' hard head means that it's pretty well defended, but that's going to become relevant later. That's not relevant here just yet. This brings my win rate to over 70% if I can say, yeah, I can beat these ones up pretty handily, and I think I can. These contestants I could probably beat after a good fight. They stand a chance of losing to me, but I stand a chance of losing to them. It's somewhat even, but I think I can eke it out. Special notion should go to Ambipom, who has 4 frickin' arms. If somebody had 4 arms, you couldn't just say, hey, you can't box because you have 4 arms. That's not fair. So I think Ambipom gets to wear 2 pairs of boxing gloves. However, it also has tiny floppy noodle arms. They're all noodle arms. So it would be trying to win through sheer numbers of punches as opposed to the force of the punches. That's why it kind of ended up here instead of disqualified. Monferno could rip my arms off, most likely.
What about Munchlax?
Munchlax, it kind of just got that beef to it, got that HP stat. Low physical defense though, so I could wear it down easily enough. It's fast, but if I hit that thing one time, it's going down.
It's just a baby, guys.
4 times weakness to fighting moves.
Yeah.
We're not considering type effectiveness is not a strong consideration here, but I think I could punch out Weavile. It would be fast as hell.
Wow.
I just gotta hit it once. You know, you have to make it home every single time. I only have to catch you once. That kind of thing. And that's like the Lopunny deal. That's probably the Ambipom deal too. I feel like the flying ones are just kind of annoying more than anything.
Can Honchkrow put gloves on?
On its feet.
Okay, I shouldn't have asked. I'm sorry. You're right.
Snover is also deserves mention because I feel like that would be like punching a tree. That's a tough one, but I feel like cute little Snover is not going to put up enough of a fight. I think that covers every important point. Now we're getting into the less reliable wins, fighting to a draw. So this is even Steven or slated in their favor, but this is a PowerPoint about how many I could beat. It's not a PowerPoint about how many I'm definitely going to beat. It's just, can I beat them? And also big numbers make it look better. Rotom was not present earlier at all, and that's because I was actually saving Rotom Heat. I think it's fair that Rotom gets to pick that because it has its own built-in boxing gloves. The other forms are not going to be able to do so much, but this one will be able to put up a good fight. I feel like it knows its way around some gloves.
Also, to punch an oven is gonna kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Ouch. Yeah, for real. Rampardos is another case where, like, you know, that thing is a big armored dinosaur. I don't know how I'm gonna punch that thing out, but I think there's a chance I can do it.
I mean,
When it
honestly, I think you could take Licky because, like, those arms don't have the reach. Like,
No.
I don't think he can reach you.
He's got the bulk, though. I gotta also take him out is the thing, right? And I gotta get in
That's
close to do
true.
that. However, if we're going by punch-out type rules, I just gotta punch his tongue whenever he's in a vulnerable state. And then I get my star piece.
I love applying punch-out rules to punching Pokemon.
I feel like that's probably the most applicable thing here, more so than the
Yeah.
franchise itself. Also, special mention to Gliscor because I feel like it would have to wear really big boxing gloves. And if it hits me with those one time, I'm just going to go through the ceiling. Floatzel is a weird one because those fin things, I thought at first might make it hard to put on gloves. They're probably flexible, though.
Yeah.
They look
Weird.
flexible.
Don't wrap them like
Risky.
band-aids.
Oh yeah, I could use them as its hand wrap. This brings me to an 87.8% win rate, which by many standard Canadian grading systems means that I would get an A on my boxing Pokemon test.
Oh.
It's 86% for anyone wondering, tends to be an A.
That's really different. And
It's very different, but the school systems are very
Pennsylvania?
different too. Ours is a little better than the American one.
It is. Agreed.
Our F is 50% or lower.
You know what's funny?
Me.
In Australia, C is 50% and above.
I was gonna say, man, I wish I was in Australia, but then I remember how your animals act. I'm good. I'm good.
Speaking of creatures I don't want to mess with, I would probably lose to these guys. Basically, no way I'm winning. Very one-sided, and well, there's no saying that I could not possibly win.
But what about Dusknoir?
What about Dusknoir? It's
That's
got
a-
bigh-ass fists.
That's a ghost.
you a
You
normal
ain't hitting that
type?
thing.
Am I a normal type?
No way Wiggly's a normal type.
I gotta talk to my professor about this. Point is, though, even if that thing cannot hit me, I'm not getting in a boxing ring with it. Look at its arms. Look at its big fists. And also, can't it take me to hell or something? No.
Yeah.
No.
What about your rules? Isn't there a rule about like you not being taken to hell?
I haven't specifically written that it cannot take me to hell.
Fuck! Why
I
did you?
don't know that I should have added a rule that it cannot take me to hell. Here's something notable though. You can definitely die in a boxing match. Accidents happen. So if I die against this thing, it's going to take my soul to hell. I think whether that's legal or not. What are you going to do? Give it an infraction? I'm not taking that risk. So yeah, although maybe I could beat any one of these in a fist fight, the truth is that my chances against them are about as good as Badoo's chances against me. So no, my loss count is now brought up to 7 out of 107, which is a 6.5% loss rate. This brings us to our next slide.
You're shitting me.
I know I want to fight Pokemon, and that's not a great idea, but I don't want to die. So Dusknoir is something that could maybe kill me by a freak accident. I am going to die if I try to box these things.
You can't fuck with God. Couldn't it be me?
I'm not throwing hands with God.
I could argue that gods should be disqualified on account of being quadrupedal.
So, good point. God's gimmick is also that it has like 1,000 arms that it can summon from its body.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of its
Alright.
thing. It used its like 1,000 arms or whatever BS to create the universe. Not to mention, I feel like if it really wanted to, it could just snap its fingers, and now I don't have any arms. You know?
You didn't write a rule against
Don't
that. Damn.
disqualify you.
Regigigas, I feel like it punches me one time and I turn into a cartoon splatter on the ground. Literally, I'm dust. And the same is true of Rhyperior. It's literally covered in armor. Its fists are just these gigantic rock-ass things. No, that thing punches me and I go down. And if I get a hit on it, I break my entire arm. Even if I die, I don't have a follow-up to that. This brings my loss count to 11 out of 107, which is a nice 10.2%. There was supposed to be sound here as well. It was supposed to play Palkia's Cry on the Switch-in, but I didn't realize that I did not save that version and send that.
It's okay, I got a magic trick. Hey, editor, can you edit in RC's cry, please?
Yeah, I think that pretty much explains my reasoning for why I'm not fighting these things. I don't want to get meteors thrown at me.
Also, they're really big.
They're also really big.
They're
Really big. In conclusion, with a win ratio of 94-11, allowing me to defeat a solid 87.8% of the Pokemon introduced in the franchise 4th generation, it's safe to say that I fucking rule at boxing.
Yeah.
You know, I have my doubts, but you know what? I'm in full agreement. I'm just gonna sit here.
I'm glad. I have that fighting spirit in me, and I think that's what really counts.
Fair. I love it.
And that has
your turn.
claimed the third slot.
Did I?
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, okay. I very much apologize
Yeah.
because my PowerPoint is just an excuse to rant about my special interest, which is just dragons.
No apologies. Keep going. You
Pokemon
got
is
it.
one of my special interests, so by all means.
I feel that.
Oh, I'm imagining
dragons.
dragons.
Imagine dragons.
I'm not saying
imagining these
What?
dragons.
I'm not
I'm
saying it.
imagining the
Not the
dragons.
I'm not saying it.
Waking up to
gonna say it.
ashen tides.
So dragons can be amphibians. Dragons are really old, just like amphibians. That thing is from like the Neolithic, and you know what's before the Neolithic? Amphibians. So in those oldest forms, dragons look like serpents. Yeah, it's the lindworm. So it got like thrown into a well, and it grew to an immense size. You know, like an amphibian. In those oldest forms, Tiamat was a goddess of the sea, and also a dragon. Water, amphibians. It's all coming together. Yeah, and like dragons are everywhere, especially when you look at them in the way of serpents attached to water. You know, like rainbow serpent of Australia, Leviathan. Oh yeah, and then Quetzalcoatl of South America. So a dragon is just whatever we feel like. I mean, they've always been water. Frogs are dragons, and the smoking gun or salamander. The classic story of salamanders resting in logs, and then the logs would be burned, and then they would crawl out, and people were like, "Oh, those must be baby dragons."
It makes sense.
Exactly, and
Big
that
brain
also,
connection.
you know, fire. I rest my case.
Fair.
Surgery.
Understandable.
This is a dragon. Fair. You got it.
Thank you.
I was
Oh, Zaruna's going next to this sucker.
Yes, I'm here to get my sticker from the teacher. I'm gonna get such a good grade, you guys.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome everybody to my very important presentation today. It will be highly scientific, and I hope that by presenting you with the facts and the evidence, I will convince you that bones suck. Because that's what my presentation is about today. Bones. Do you need them? No, you don't.
I'm already convinced.
Welcome to the benefits of bonelessness. Thank you. Liz, could we get to the next slide? First, let's start with what are bones? Well, the Oxford Dictionary would define them as any pieces of hard vitous tissue making up the skeleton in humans and other vertebrates. And you know what? This sounds like bullshit to me. Like, look at this definition. Look at it closely. Hard vitous tissue, you know what's hard and white? Mayonnaise when you leave it out in the sun long enough. If I squirted a jar of mayonnaise onto your skeleton, doctors, scientists, they would tell you this is a bone. That doesn't sound right to me. No. Can you trust this? Like, why have bones? Doctors might tell you they're for protection or like attaching your muscles and allowing your body to move, but I don't know, you guys, because you know what moves? You know what's like one of the things that's like known to move very well? A jellyfish. Those things move like crazy, and do they have bones? No. Are they protected? Yes. So why have bones? So doctors will tell you you need bones, but doctors are lying. They're filthy, filthy liars. In fact, only doctors who tell you you don't need bones are to be trusted. And I got something to tell you guys. I'm a doctor, and you can trust me. Other doctors?
Yeah.
Trust. So, just to emphasize my points, does this look healthy to you? No. No. The fuck is this? Does this look right? No. What the hell are you guys doing? Get this out of of my sight. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Clearly, something went wrong here. Because this is not what we're all about. If this is you in 5 years, you need to look in the mirror, reflect, and give me all your bones. Because we can still prevent this if we act on time. Next slide, please. Okay, I just need to have some comparisons because, like, I really want to emphasize. Look at this picture on the left. This is the average human skeleton. Look at how depressed they are. Fucking losers. They're so sad. They're pulling their knees up to their chest. They're about to cry. You know why? They make creaky, sad bone noises as they rub together, and they are ailed by all the evils that, a boneless life could have prevented. Like, look at our picture in the middle here. This dude is living. They are rats. They are flexible. They have no bone in their body. They can do every single dance move. They are unimpeded and they are living their best life. If they wanted to squeeze under a fence, they could.
Can they hit the gritty?
They could not. They can hit the gritty.
They can hit the gritty!
Also, you may also notice that they are wearing sunglasses and a cool hat. So, And as I said before, this is scientific fact. I'm a doctor. That's me. That's a picture of me right there on the screen. Okay. And I see creature. I want to be flexible just like them. I can make this happen for you. We can go without bones. Next slide, please. Sans is a loser, the biggest loser of them all. And you may be asking for some testimonials, like, Joru, are you so sure that boneless living is good? Yes, I'm literally boneless, and I'm great. I'm literally like immortal, invincible. I'm thriving. I'm doing fantastic. You can trust me. No bones in this entire body, and look at me. I'm moving. Did I need bones for movement? No. Do I need them for protection? No. In fact, bones only make you weaker. You throw something at me, bounces right off. I throw something as a skeleton, it's like dry bones in Mayo, just crumbles, falls apart, just a pathetic little pile of dust. Doesn't happen with me. With me, bounces back. Next slide, please. I pulled up some statistics. Boned creatures and boneless creatures are fundamentally very different. Like, their composition is it's tragically, like, when you go down to the nitty gritty. Let's look at the boned creatures. We have some pictures of sad boned creatures on the left. And what we've got here is broken bones, osteoporosis, bone nightness, sadness. They live in a society.
My one regret.
Fractures. Broken hips, mortality. They lose at video games all the fucking time.
I hate her so much.
They are just unnecessary. They're creaky. They make bad noises. But now, let us look at boneless creatures. We've got some nice examples here. We've got octopi, we've got mantis shrimps, we've got jellyfish, we've got sea slugs. Only the best, the cream of the crop. They are flexible. They are bouncy, literally invincible and immortal. Like I said, anything you throw at us, bounces right off. They're fast, they're free, they're squishy. You can get into any gap. I'm telling you, the world opens up for you. They're also just, scientifically speaking, cuter. They are able to breathe underwater because, like, if we look at these examples, I'm just saying, it's not exactly a coincidence that most of them live underwater. I'm just saying. Good at video games. Simply better. And 7.7% of a bonus creature's composition is 20% cooler than a bone creature. And they also have superpowers. Please do be taking notes, yes, creature. That's very important.
I hate her. Let it be, editor. I hate her on top of her little PNG, please. Oh, I hate her so much.
Now, let me go to the next slide because if this didn't convince you, I'm sure this will. Immortality.
I'm convinced.
Is there a connection between not having bones and being immortal? Yes. Look at me. I'm immortal. Look at the jellyfish. One of the only creatures we know of that can live forever. In fact, try thinking of all the creatures that can technically live forever. Do any of them have bones? No. Turtles die. They die at like 100 or something. Oh. They die. Jellyfish, they don't die. The fact of the matter is that every single thing that's just immortal forever doesn't have bones. Not a single little bone in their body. And I'm just saying, all the signs, they point to the fact that bonelessness may in fact be the key to immortality. And if you allow me to remove your bones, you could also be immortal. We've got this slide, which is bonelessness right for me? And I know this is a big step. And you have to really think about whether you want to make this leap. Talk to your doctor. Talk to me, a licensed bone surgeon. I am the queen of my kingdom. I gave myself the license. And because it came from me directly, it's only the best. And I've got a lot of experience. Ask my community. Ask Legmaster. He even said, I'm the proof that Joe is telling us the truth. That is one happy customer. So, is bonelessness right for you? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm a doctor.
Second opinion.
Thank you for coming to my presentation.
Okay.
I hate it so much.
I'm taking customers any time of the day. Please come join me.
You sure do like bones. You know, you collect a lot of bones. You always asking for people's bones. For someone who doesn't like bones, you know.
I care very, very much about all the people around me, and I want to live happier and healthier and completely unimpeded by these nasty, nasty, crunchy little bones they have in their body. Okay, let's go. List moment. Cats?
Cats. This presentation is on the top 10 cats of history.
But yeah, let's
By
go.
us.
Good luck.
Thanks, Kitty.
Oh, I got this transition.
Okay. Number 10, Michael. That's
Whoa.
Michael.
Oh, that's Michael.
Hi.
He's so cool.
What did Michael do?
Hey, yo!
Born in the summer of 1994. Well
what?
liked by peers. Everyone liked that guy. Party animal.
True.
He died in a high-speed car crash in 2014.
Oh.
You hate to see it.
Number 9. Microphone.
Microphone?
Oh,
What? Oh.
That's microphone.
Wonder why he's called that.
They were born in winter of 2049.
Presenting.
They're a master hacker, and as their name suggests, they invented the light bulb.
Whoa!
Current status unknown.
Oh my god, is that
Number 8.
number 8.
Garfield.
Hey, yo!
Barf?
I've seen this guy on Twitter.
He was born on the 19th of October.
Just missed his birthday.
He hates lasagna.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh.
Whoa!
He's Michael's best friend, and he
Oh.
was jailed for tax evasion in December. He only lived for like 2 months.
No, wait, that is
Damn.
fucked up.
Oh, so
This
did he
is a
die in
roller
jail?
coaster.
Number 7, Lytton.
Lytton. Oh my god.
Look at this.
Lynn!
Born in the pits of hell. Hardcore AF.
Ooh.
Trucker.
That's
So
a
fucking
trucker.
cool. Like, holy shit, guys.
Pause.
Holy shit.
Fruit.
Number 6.
Hey, yo!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, damn.
Died for your sins.
Oh.
Number 5. Grasshopper.
Oh.
This is not a cat. Who is this? Get them out of here.
I love them though.
Funny weed cat. Number 5.
Oh, funny weed cat.
Funny weed cat!
Oh.
That
Hey,
is-
yo!
that
Pretty
is-
swag. Grass type?
That's a font.
I don't know much about them.
They
Oh.
are grass type.
Number 4. Huh?
Oh.
I don't know who this is. Like, actually. How did they get on set? Moving on. Are you like this cat? Down on your luck? A little under the weather? A fucking loser? No bitches?
Yeah, I am this
Yeah.
cat.
We can help. Call 1-800-COCK and send us 2 million USD.
Oh.
And you can look like this.
That sounds like a
Oh.
Cool.
Cool.
Smart.
Smart.
Has
Cool.
bitches.
Has
Hashtag
bitches.
blessed. Call now. Number 3.
Oh.
Ozzy the Clown. That's a rare sighting.
He's so
Honk
blurry.
honk. Funny clown.
Funny clown.
First evil clown.
Oh, the first.
And he committed
First.
vehicular homicide in 2014.
Hi!
Wow.
Number 2.
Wait, is that
Mr.
how Michael
Francis
dies?
Coolcat Felt Belt Ryan McTavie John III. That's him. Billionaire. Lots
Oh.
of money.
They look familiar.
Handsome. Owner of literally every company.
Oh,
Definitely
shit.
real and not fake.
Oh,
Definitely doesn't pay people to put himself high up on rankings.
Oh, shit.
Honorable mentions. Dumpster. The cat from Terraria.
Oh my god.
The creature.
The creek.
Shit brains. Number 1. Cat in washing machine. I like him. He's very polite. I'm a fan. He's so popular. That's the end.
God damn it! Why did I decide to go on last? I can't follow that.
We got Alliekya next.
So I threw this together in probably like a cumulative 2 hours. So this is top 10 guys I found online. They're really awesome, and I think the point of this PowerPoint is I'm just going to show you guys, like, you guys should watch videos with me. This is Smash JT. So I've given them all stat breakdowns. This guy's lowest stat is security. He's we found this guy from the fucking E3 where they had the Intellivision Amiga, and he was in the Twitter replies, like, really repping them. He had this like pool video, which is the "It's Over" thumbnail up there, where he finally realized that he was getting scammed for like 5 years. And then he got doxxed by some Amiga guy because he like streams in front of his house. Now he's like a dedicated Amiga hater, and he makes like hate videos on all the other people in the Intellivision Amiga community, which is awesome. But then like we were so curious, so we looked at his old videos, and his most popular video from before was him actually exposing a Kickstarter scam. But then he just like fell for the exact same scam. I think about a year after that video, it was the same thing. It was a fake console. So yeah, those are all the stats.
Wow,
he's awesome. That's a picture of him for the Halo 2 anniversary that I'd never seen. Maisie found that and just sent it to me. So
wow, this guy's security is bad. He should take a hint from my sponsor, NordVPN. I'm just kidding. Don't worry, I'm just kidding.
His video about him getting doxxed featured every time he talked about his family, he showed different pictures of all his family members, and then also he showed his children's school and his house. All in that video, which I thought was really impressive for someone to just do in general. This guy keeps changing his username, so I forget what it is right now, but we found him. His stream title was PTSD from My Past, and he was playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. His other games include some kind of Minecraft beat-em-up Newgrounds looking game. I think Elden Ring is one of the only normal games he played, and then he streamed like a lot of Borderlands. He has some of the best voice lines that I've ever heard. He does voice acting for all of his lines. We quote him all the time. In almost all of his videos, he's on voice call with like his friends, and they're always like making gay jokes about each other, which they are like constantly denying. Really good. He voice acts as like Cyberman from Dragon Ball, pretty much any Dragon Ball character, and he does like little bits of Family Guy every now and then, which I'm a big fan of. His Twitter likes, check those Twitter likes, or I checked them, and they're just almost entirely like OnlyFans porn posts, which was awesome.
Faced.
I don't know that I can really convey how much his voice acting rocks. I did put a clip in here.
I'm a monster now. It is voice actors doing strings.
His voice acting rocks. Oh, this is one of my favorite guys. Sadly, he hasn't streamed in like 3 months. So this one is like multiple guys. We had to kind of condense them down into just one super guy. This is the Roblox football guy. And if you click on Roblox category on Twitch and you sort by viewers high to low, you'll pretty much always see, like, once you start hitting like the 10 to 15 viewer range, you'll always see like a Roblox football guy. And presumably all the other guys playing with him are watching. These guys say some of the best stuff ever. That's where I got Yam, and that's where I got I Need You to Play Like a Human. He also, there's one we watched most recently, and he just throws the ball, I think 115 yards, which if you're familiar with football is 15 yards out of bounds, and then just goes, that was a banger pass though, when his team sent it. He was like, no, that was awesome. First one we watched, one of the guys was just named Onyx, and he kept flaming Onyx the whole time, which I thought was great. These guys usually will play other Roblox games, but they're like always other sports games. And they just like, they go totally wild, completely bananas over them. Their voice call is usually like 15 people all screaming, which I think sounds great. Okay, next guy. This guy we found kind of recently. He just like was chilling, streaming Skyrim with like probably at least 50 different porn mods turned on. I've got like some screenshots of his porn mod list, but my favorite one off his list was Schlongs of Skyrim, which I think is an awesome mod name. We didn't get to see it in play. He also, for whatever reason, started up the Barnabas quest, which has a dog follow you around, but the dog had like massive balls the entire time.
Yeah, that's
Ain't no way.
He's not banned, even though like there's probably at least 100 TOS moments like in just a couple hours. Okay, next guy. Posse, I love this guy.
What am I looking at?
This is Posse. He's a Finnish guy. He was arrested in the 80s. He got like a massive amount of debt from that. So then he like went on disabilities to avoid paying it off, but he like makes a bunch of money and then just gives it away. He does cooking streams where he'll eat a lot of things.
You could call that cooking. I will not.
He actually, is that the one where he boils it in Red Bull? It might be.
I'm sorry?
He boils it in what?
No wonder they took him to jail.
Yeah.
The rest of his house isn't much better in his like little basement area. I think he keeps everything in his fridge because he's just got a ton of mice. I gave him a little furry stat, just kind of honorarily. I think he could have a persona if he wanted to. He's a very online type of guy. He's like a big hacker dude. Surprisingly, he has like a pretty attractive wife. Like, I was surprised. And then he has like 2 children.
I'm happy for him. He's living his best life.
The rest of his family does not eat what he cooks.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah.
I'm a little less worried.
Next guy, Henry's Baseball. Now, this guy was awesome. I actually found this guy from a Second Life trolling YouTuber that found him on a reply to, I think it was Jose Canseco's. This guy runs some baseball company that's been accused of being a scam like a lot of times. I think all his Google results are just people saying his company is a scam. He's been in business 50 years or something like that. He apparently used to play pro baseball. This guy like made a little video where he just like went to the guy's Yelp page and just read it, and the guy sent him probably I think like 200 emails about it. In those videos insists that the guy called him decrepit, which never actually happened. He also said that the guy promised to take down the Twitch VOD where he went to his Yelp page, but he never said that. And he says he's like contacted the FBI and as well as the police in like 10 different states over a YouTube VOD of just visiting his Yelp page, and that's it. His Twitter is all really low resolution images of like supermodels, and then he like captions them with stuff like only Henry can talk to me. He's like 70, I don't know, 60, 70. I love his Twitter. Big recommend the Henry Baseball Twitter. Okay, next guy. This one is actually a guy I found. This one Rosie found. A shout out to Rosie Posies on Twitch. This is Community Media, which is apparently just some like random town, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. They just have like a Twitch channel that they don't really check ever. So we've been going to that a lot. It's been really good. I love all the people on there. They have the best announcer guy ever. They broadcast their like high school sports games, and they have 2 different announcers. They have the community media announcer and then the actual announcer for the game that's there. So they both are talking over each other whenever they say anything going on in the game, which I love a lot. They also do trivia every Tuesday at 7, I think, except for next Tuesday. We like to join their little trivia and set our names as whatever, and they'll just read them out loud. So Maisie had the name Ancient Rock Monster. There's some good clips with all of our little trivia names. I think we had already started streaming when I made this slide. So I ran out of ideas for stats, so I gave them a 0 in Minecraft.
0 in Minecraft. Very cringe, Community Media.
They had an awesome debate the other day. I think the current guy that lives there was some January 6th rioter guy. He's the current representative. And they had this libertarian guy running against him that I think passed on half the topics. He kept answering the debate question, and his political debate isn't actually a political topic, and then he wouldn't comment on it, which I thought was really awesome. Is that all the guys, or did I put another guy?
Oh.
I almost forgot.
Classic guy.
Classic guy.
I'm gonna make a mistake and Google this right now.
So I see this guy probably 2 or 3 times a day. He has some kind of massive amount of money you know, there's other internet guys that are famous for commissioning like a ton of weird fetish art, but I think the Arbok Skeb guy actually has more money than all of them.
He's dedicated.
Wait.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, wow. Yeah, he is very dedicated.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
What kind of art does he like? I may or may not be broke.
Okay, it's Arbok, right? That's about 80% of it.
Okay,
There.
okay.
All the
It's
same
like
exact thing.
Arbok,
It's all the
and it,
same
like,
exact pose.
Wraps around an anime girl, and that's like
Editor,
and then
edit out.
there is one particular anime girl that's like about 2/3 of the images. He's literally spending probably like $400 on Skeb per day.
Bro, I drew a picture of me squeezing Jaruna. I don't feel good about this anymore. Jaruna, I meant nothing by that. I promise you.
It would have been fine if you hadn't brought it up.
Bro, no, you're right. Fuck. No.
That's the end of the guys, but in conclusion, you guys should watch videos with me. Just send me a message, be like, it's video time. You let me pick what we watch, and we'll find something funny. The internet, I think, is like 99% guys.
Fuck.
If I had more time, I would have put the Glaceon pregnancy YouTuber.
Thanks for doing that.
Guys.
I'm sorry.
We still need to watch that.
It's all on YouTube too. I think it's even like not age restricted.
I'm gonna dislike their videos, and what's worse than unsubscribing to somebody? I want to do that. Shoot them. I want to shoot
Throw them into the sun.
Shoot them. All right, it's time for mine. All right, so why fighting games are based and you should play them too? Because they are fun. The end. Go play Dragon Ball Fighter Z. It has Goku in it. There's a picture of
like
Goku.
30 Gokus in it.
Yeah, exactly. Because oops, I dropped all my Gokus. There's also this Goku. That's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Goku. It's like half Goku. Just kidding. There is more. Look at him crying. You gotta forgive a face like that. Come on. What is a fighting game? A game where you fight against another opponent. Examples: Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Puyo Puyo Tetris. Next slide. It's all about your growth as a player. Many single-player games give you the power of God and anime to combat every situation, sometimes even covering your weaknesses as a character. I love you, Castlevania. Please don't listen to me, Castlevania. Yes. I love you, Castlevania. It's based. It's also another fighting game. But in fighting games, both you and your opponent have the power of God and anime most of the time, forcing you to grow and learn and adapt instead of relying on raw power. Unless you play Broly and Dragon Ball FighterZ, then it's kind of funny. Anyways, when you adapt, use what you learned from practice. That's you winning, not your character. Unless you play Pikachu from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Anyways, next slide. Kill! But have fun and be yourself. No, seriously, it's about expressing yourself as a player. There could be 1,000 melee foxes, and trust me, there is more. And no one else is gonna shine like you, baby. Not a single other player. You good. Next slide, and only because I know my audience. There's so many women to respect. So many women. So many.
Wow. Oh my god, Brisket's there.
Fucking Brisket Gaming. When I said there's so many, there's too many to fit on the screen. There's too many. I try to fit more women on the screen to respect. There's too
so
many. I couldn't fit any more.
respect.
There's so many women to respect, bro. Next slide. Look at this graph. I have nothing to fucking add here. Anyways, top of this graph is where like the happiest people are at. Also the saddest. Fighting games are weird. These are the people who play fighting games. And the people who don't play fighting games, they're right here. Sad, mad, molding, coping, seething. They can't do all at the same time. They're confused. I don't know what to tell you. Look at this graph. Look at it. Fighting games are for everyone. Do you like studying frame data and labbing out combos? Well, have I got a game for you. It's called Tekken. Do you like sick ass music? Guilty Gear Xrd is on sale right now. Do you like eating glue? Well, have I got a sandwich here for you. Next slide. The gender neutral. Hello, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Mewtwo. Hello, Guilty Gear Strive Testament. They're playing neutral. It's what they
What
do.
are those hitboxes?
It's what they do.
What the fuck is that?
It's called neutral. Get a book, gamer. Next slide. Whoa, that combo was sick. You say to yourself when you're watching someone else play, and you can do it too. All you need is enough practice. And you can do all the flashy little combos you see from other people perform. There's so many resources out there, such as YouTube videos, Discord groups, wiki pages on how to get better. Some more modern fighting games even have built-in lessons in their game. Shout outs to Guilty Gear Strive. But they're hard. You may say to yourself, crying on my and so are her abs. Next slide. In conclusion, fight me. It will be fun. We'll have a good time.
True.
We'll have such a good time. Everybody clap.
Clapping.
Psych, I'm just kidding. Haha, just kidding.
Oh, no.
Jabady, do you really think you're ready for a game of fight? Are you truly ready for the unforgivingness of combat? Can you handle all that Potemkin cake? Well, you are. Come on in. The water's fine. I'm here to tell you that this genre is for everyone and no one should tell you what you can and cannot play. Take your time growing as a player and in turn, growing as a person. And if you mess up, that's okay. That's just a part of the journey. It's okay to stumble. It's okay to fall. Just make sure you pick yourself back up and never give up. I'll be here cheering you on, champ. And I'm far from being the only one. You're so much stronger than what you are, what you think you are. Get out there and have fun. Guilty Gear Xrd is on sale.
Thank you, Goku.
No problem. Everybody clap. Okay, now you can clap. There you go.
Amazing.
Oh wait, hang on. I have another slide apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was wondering
trans
about that.
rights, baby. Trans rights, baby. Let's go.
Thanks.
Best. Yes. Good slideshow.
Good slideshow. Good slideshow.
Yippee!
Woo! Solid, you sent me something. Do I leak DMs? I don't know what you sent me. What is this wholesome BS? Where is the guy who told me to get good? They're right here. Get fucked, idiot.
That's why we want you to play fighting games, so that
Yeah.
we can tell you, get good, scrub.
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked. Maisie is playing Guilty Gear XRD right now. Next slide, let's go.
Next
Next
slide.
slide that you want to see.
Okay, hang on, I got you. You get punch. Wait, I have an idea. I have like the most cop
Me.
to ever cop. Wait, what?
Hold.
You get to sometimes punch cops.
Oh.
There you go. Striker. This is Striker from Mortal Kombat.
For the next slide, could you assign a fighting game character to everybody in this call?
Got it. Okay, so honestly, I already know Jaruna. Let's see here. And I was
Oh yeah, let's go!
All right, so this is Jaruna Gaming. Gaming with a Y, if you don't know. Liz, let's see here. How we... Oh, got one. Hang on.
Is that
Liz,
me?
Liz, there you go. Creature.
Oh yeah.
That's what I look like in
Creature.
real life.
Poking Gaming. Let's see here. Who else? Let's see here.
Ciao.
Who's the horniest out of us all? Raise your
Me.
hand. Got it. This is the horniest character I will look up. I refuse to go any further than this. Vampire Lady from Tekken 7. I like
Actually,
her.
not that horny. You're fine.
Yeah.
No,
I
you're
mean,
good, you're
no,
good.
okay. Let's be honest with ourselves. God, she's bad.
Oh, what?
It's
Yeah,
a
no,
bad-
oh my god, she could vibe.
I was so gonna give you a different character. Nah, I gotta give you this character. God damn it. This one.
Oh, I have no idea who that is, but
Oh,
she's
that's
pretty.
Grand Blue?
Grand Blue.
Grand Blue Lady.
Grand Blue
And
Lady.
blue.
I'm okay with just putting characters on screen because I like this one. He's cool.
Sorry, I get excited every time I see dragons.
It's another dragon lady,
And-
dude. Oh wait, we went to the wrong one. Sorry about that. Oh, cop dying. Oh no,
gotta
officer
decide-
down. Hang on, I got one for y'all. Street fight. I got a perfect picture for this occasion. This one.
She's so sad.
Oh
Yeah, she got
no!
her
Oh
ass
no! Is the
beat the
cop
fuck up.
sad? Oh no! Oh no! Is the poor piggy sad? Oh no!
They forgot her drink. No. Oh,
Oh
damn
no! They
shame.
forgot the donuts.
I think it's me and Wiggly, right?
You got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
So hear me out,
Wow.
Blanca. We got the creature. We like the creature. We have this one.
Oh,
Hear me out.
that
Hear me out.
is-
Hear me out. This
Holding.
one.
I'd see. I don't know any of these characters on my screen except for that one and Krogan, but
That's fair. This is Potemkin. He's a good person. I like him. This is Blanca from
He
Street
does
Fighter,
the-
and this is Android 21. Whoever she's shooting at, I gotta wish that were me.
I think I saw this mentioned by Seer, but I am surprised by the absence of Neko Arc.
You know what, Liz? I'm sorry. How dare I? I will accept all criticism and cash payment. I'm fixing this problem right now. Hang on. There we go. I think all of us are a little Nico Arc inside, just a little bit. And that's my. If we haven't heard it yet, trans rights, baby.
Trans rights, baby.
oh, you should watch the Glaceon videos.
I'm not. I refuse.
No?
10 gifted. 10 gifted, and I'll do it. I should make it 15.
You on 15? I'll do 15.
15, I'll do it.
Okay.
15, because I know you're not going to do it. Oh, no! No! No!